because now I'm going to talk about the most controversial, so I need to feel relaxed. Controversial subject, that's the BRTS. Because whenever we talk about BRTS, like people, oh, ban it, ban it. So I'm going to talk about bus rapid transit system of Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. I'm Pratik. I'm working there as the technical advisor. And today is the story about PCMC. It's known as PCMC, so we'll take a short form, Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal. A lesser known name in the India, no? It's a small town and close to Pune, so it's hidden underneath Pune. So next. So about Pimpri-Chinchwad, twin city, Pune, Pimpri-Chinchwad, and PCMC is more famous as the industrial hub. A lot of auto and auto ancillary industries are there. Sort of an industrial town, 177 square kilometer, population about 2 million. And the growth has been accounted for the migration. People are coming for their jobs because of the industries, around 6,000 industries. And it received an award in 2011 for the best city. So a recognition given by Government of India for some initiatives in urban service delivery. It had its own bus service, public transport, PCMT, and the Pune and Pimpri-Chinchwad transport services were merged into one body, PMPML, in 2007. You can see the location and the population rise of PCMC next. Presence of the renowned brands within the city, next. And so one fine day, the PCMC city saw a horrible dream and a reality, right? That this is going to be when I'm growing, this is going to be one day. So PCMC as a city saw a vision that I will need to change this dream. Next. So somebody came, hey, we are consultants, we'll help you, what you do. And so they identified some 10 corridors. And this is the city, they scrambled something, and these are the top 10 mobility corridors which will provide a smooth connectivity within the city area. That's the PCMC. And then PCMC said, okay, I don't have budget for this 10. So identified 4, next. And this adopted the mantra that we will move people, not vehicles. Okay. And because of widening the roads, won't solve the problem. Next. Having elevated road will increase the capacity a bit, but will not solve the problem of traffic and congestion for the future. So, next, PCMC thought that let's have a bus rapid transit to increase the capacity and to move the people and not the vehicles. Next. Adopted these key features of high quality transit, having a dedicated right of way, level boarding, automatic fare collection. Next. And some additional features which cannot be obtained in rail-based system, like multiple routes per corridor, express services, etc. Next. And globally, buses are more popular than rail-based systems. That's proven by some figures that a lot of people use buses because they are frequently available. Next. And as you know that money, you can build more BRT network than rail network. Next. So PCMC decided to chose the most attractive and economically viable option which can be implemented quickly. As we all know that metro implementation is not an easy job, right? It cannot be done in 1, 2 or 3 years. It may take time. Next. And the top 4 corridors were identified for the implementation in the first phase. And so during the time, the big boss just walked in 2007, National Urban Renewal Vision. Report, money. So the deal was done, right? PCMC got the money sanctioned for the 45 kilometer 4 corridors under NURM. And as of today, 2 corridors, you can see the yellow, orange line and the red line. They are operational. And the other 2, blue line and the green line, are to be operationalized by mid-2017. Next. Okay. Pune and Pimpri-Chinchwad. There are a lot of people who say, oh, I know Pune, it's just. But yeah, the route structure is hybrid system. It's first of its kind hybrid system in India. It's not end-to-end. Like as I'm explaining here, This is the dotted line. This is the segregated, dedicated BRT corridor of Pimpri-Chinchwad. The route from Pimpri goes to Pune. And this connection is being done by the Pune Municipal Corporation because it's the municipal corporation limit. So right now, Pune Municipal Corporation has considered, they are designing the BRT corridor for this section. And when this connectivity will be done, the travel time saving will be felt by the users, and that will complete the overall network because it's a twin city. Next. Explaining the concept of hybrid. Routes are there, but routes are not within the PCMC area. They are in PCMC in Pune. Next. And this is the overall network showing the PCMC as well as Pune connection. These are the operational corridors of Pune city. These are the operational corridors of PCMC, would be operational, and the connection which is to be done in future by the Pune Municipal Corporation. Next. Financing under JNNURM by PCMC have almost spent around 1100 crores for the 4 corridors. And Rainbow is the common name selected for the BRT system of Pune and PCMC, both. And the bus operations are done by the PMPML, that's the SPV. And as we can see, why PCMC is unique. So, in 2007, 2006, the DPR was submitted for the 4 corridors, 45 kilometers. But PCMC is moving ahead with the BRT system. More 2 corridors are being constructed with own funds. That's the achievement, and that's the vision which PCMC is taking a step ahead in implementing BRT. PCMC is not just stuck up with the NURM proposal or DPR or the money they had from the central government. They are doing it, and the road construction is in progress. So that's the achievement of PCMC. Next. Next. Just before after scenario, this was in 2006. Next. 2016. You can see the BRT stations. It's a crossing of 2 corridors. Next. Next. Yeah. Some uncensored pictures, please. Next. Stations, please. Yeah. So the station, the access, tabletop crossings have been provided in PCMC area so that the vehicle speed is reduced. Yes, we are still receiving feedback from passengers and users that we still need to reduce the speeds because vehicles are not stopping, although we have provided signals and the speed tables, but the vehicles are not slowing down while passengers are crossing. So additional safety measures are need to be taken, but there is also resistance from all this. Hey, every speed breaker at every 500 meter. So a decision has to be taken from both the ways. But yes, in 1 year, the BRT has been operational since last 1 year in PCMC. There hasn't been any fatality. So that's, what you say, a sort of, you can say a safer side. But yes, improvements are still to be done, and that will be done. Next. It's inside view of the station. Next. In the history of, say, Pune region, this sort of modern infrastructure which has been created, it's for the first time. You know, this is a BRT terminal where BRT and the non-BRT buses, you can easily transfer from the BRT to the non-BRT bus, that's a feeder bus, without crossing the road or without getting down. Next. Another terminal. Next. 24/7 security is provided in the bus stations. Next. Housekeeping service is also there. Next. Landscaping and tree plantation have been taken care of. Level boarding is already achieved. Next. And use of ITMS system. As of now, there is no off-board fare collection. It's on-board. Conductor is there in the bus. They are having the handheld ticketing machine. And in the ITMS system, as of now, only passenger information in the vehicle tracking system is there. But for the phase 2, definitely the off-board fare collection will be done once the connection between Pune city and the PCMC city is done, and there is an end-to-end connectivity of the BRT services. Next. Each station is having a LCD-based display to show the expected arrival time. Next. And a centralized control center has been established within the PMPML premises, not Pune or not PCMC, for a better control and management of day-to-day operations. Next. Next. Before launching BRT services, PCMC undertook some activities, promotion and outreach, hired an agency, and they took extensive outreach programs to schools, colleges, and did some media campaigns, produced radio jingles, short movies, brochures, everything just for awareness of the project. Driver training, training of traffic warden, housekeeping, security staff were done, and the notification about prohibiting all personal and private motor vehicles was published before starting BRT services, so that we don't face the case like Indore city and nobody challenges that why you don't allow me to drive my vehicle in the BRT lane. Free rides were given for 2 days in PCMC area, and within the PMPML, professional staff is hired to look after day-to-day operation. Next. Some news articles about recognition for the overall BRT system in Pune and Pimpri region. Next. PCMC has also created Urban Transport Fund, and by allowing the additional FSI, the revenue is directed towards that fund, and that will be used for the development of future urban transport projects.
Conclude in 3 minutes.
Next. This is some of the graphs of the response from passengers. The ridership increase in last 1 year in the PCMC area on the operational BRT corridors. 30% increase in the ridership. Next. And 40% increase in the average daily revenue. Next. PCMC has hired an agency to conduct monitoring and evaluation, and they are actually every month they are taking user feedback and the surveys, opinion about the passengers. And these are some of the results that users' perception about public transport service definitely has improved because it's a upgradation of the regular city bus service. We are providing a better service than before, right? So the change in the numbers you can see. Overall satisfaction has grown. Next. And a survey where users are themselves saying that yes, our waiting time has reduced because good frequency. We are getting good frequency in BRT service. Yes, level boarding very good. 94% said yes, it should be there like a rail. Why not? And 73% saying yeah, we are using IT system. We are in modern age. We don't need the paper pasted on the walls of the bus stations. Next. PCMC has created some dedicated parking along the properties on the BRT corridor, where 25% of the total parking area is handed over to PCMC, and that is for the BRT user. You can park your vehicle and take the bus. Next. The future initiatives, off-board fare collection, smart cards, and new fleet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pratik. It's a very nice presentation about